Hello and welcome to my first ever podcast. Hello. Um, so this podcast is about just introducing some real stories and some real people and talking about health and fitness, mental well-being, life coaching, and all that can include. And I thought for my first podcast, why not talk about getting started as we're starting this afresh? So if you don't know me, my name is Charlotte, and I'm a life coach, personal trainer, based at a gym in Retford. And I thought to help us get started on this podcast journey, I would introduce you to a regular. I don't like a regular for you, a regular client of mine, a regular PT client of mine. I know how difficult it can be if you've not dipped your toe into the world of health and fitness, if you've not been to a gym before, or if you've not been for a long time. I know there's a bit of a stigma still associated to gyms and fitness environments. And this is me hopefully giving you an example of a real person, a real woman, real stories. Just hopefully breaking down some of those barriers that might be in your head with regards to walking into a gym environment and helping people realize that they're not all certain people look a certain way, know exactly what they're doing. I will just start with a very, very brief disclaimer though. So the woman that I'm about to introduce you to is actually a friend, a good friend of mine as well. So whatever you hear in the next however many minutes, please do not think that that's how I normally speak to every client of mine or every person that walks into the gym. Please don't judge us for this. We are going to try and keep the language reasonably okay. There might be some naughty words come out. We have discussed a few bad words that we're going to try not to say. But I would like to introduce you to Jayne.
Hello.
Hello. So I see Jayne 4 times a week. Yeah. So like I say, please don't think this is how I maybe interact with everyone on the gym floor. Jayne, you're a special case, correct?
Yeah. Special needs.
Yeah, special case. Could you, for anyone that doesn't know you, anyone that hasn't seen you before, could you just give us an introduction to who you are?
Yes, certainly. Jayne Forrest. I'm 57, sadly. I'm a retired police officer, but I was rubbish at being retired, so I went back and doing pretty much the same job 6 weeks after I retired. Started seeing you as we came out of lockdown.
Yeah.
We started at Boogie Bounce. So I was actually my history is sort of like my passion's always been running. I've always been a runner. I used to run for the Lincolnshire when I was in school for the county.
Got very long life.
Very long, very tall, but it's a shame you can't see it. But as I hit 50, things started going a little bit south. My doctor basically said if I carried the road with me, I was going to end up with plastic knees, which I didn't much care for. So that's when I had the unfortunate misfortune to fall in love with you.
You did. So before I was into and got started in life coaching and opened up the office, a few years ago, I used to teach beauty bath classes, externally from the gym. And that's how you floated into my life.
Fast, literally.
Via the power of a trampoline.
Yeah. So I was actually 52 first time I went to the gym.
Yes. And that is obviously, I think you're fantastic, which is one of the reasons why I want your podcast. Oh God, that's recorded, isn't it? Oh God. However, I know that you got into the gym quite later on.
Yeah.
It's not always within your bones.
Yeah.
And that's why I kind of thought you were, oh God, say something nice again, the perfect person to start with.
Oh, rash.
God, I feel well. But everyone thinks it's a young person's game.
Yeah.
Everyone has this idea in their head as to what it's going to look like when they walk into a gym, right?
Yeah.
And I just wanted you to come on and give people a real vision and a real view as to what it can look like.
Yeah.
So you'd always been active outside of the gym rather than actually using the gym itself.
Yeah.
And injury and this is class nice and an aging body. That's not a nice thing to say, is it?
Thanks.
Oh, that's where we should be.
Yeah.
But injuries and injury prevention.
Yeah.
that means you have to rethink.
Yes. Yeah.
And you saw a class advertised.
Yeah.
Yeah. What was it about the classes or the class itself that made you want to give it a bash?
Well, I thought that the idea of a trampoline at that stage would be kind of my knees.
Yeah.
So I'd get the exercise without the stress on my knees. And then obviously through that, started chatting to you. But actually, once a week, going to water and jumping up there, it's good.
Yeah.
But it's not going to cut it.
Yeah.
And obviously, as I hit 50 and with everything else in the world went to shit for a bit, didn't it?
It did.
It was like my body was changing as I was hit 50. So I had my view is I had two choices at that time. I was at a very real crossroads. Either make friends with a new shape, embrace me at 50, or do something about it. And I chose to do something about it. And I'd had a few thoughts over the months about getting a personal trainer. Because I had no idea. I had no idea. I still not.
I mean, you still don't.
Absolutely not. Absolutely. It require a lot of teaching, don't I? I didn't know the difference between a dumbbell and kettlebell.
It makes you feel better. Other people have to do.
No.
Don't worry about it.
Still 100% nail it.
No.
If you've asked me to point them out. But that's the beauty of what we do.
Same there.
So I met you, liked you. This is 30. This is 30.
Really.
And obviously became aware through chatting that you obviously were affiliated to the gym, you're a personal trainer. And for me, it was really important that relationship I had with the person was one of like honesty and understanding.
It's personal training.
Absolutely.
It's a personal thing. The clue's in the name.
And I'll be honest, I want a woman.
Yeah.
I'm not saying it's right or wrong, but that's just what I would do. See me at my worst. And you do.
Yeah, I do.
I do. In closet.
Yeah.
So really it was a case of, well, the idea at the time, I don't think either of us had a long-term plan and thought we'd still be here 5 years later. It was sort of like expose myself to the gym, get some personal training, show me weight safely and all the rest of it. Then potentially branch out on my own.
Yeah.
That hasn't happened.
No. Well, no, you're kind of wrong a little bit there because you do classes without me still.
Yes, yeah. Yeah.
And I think that was another reason why I wanted to speak to you and have people hear about what you do and how you got into doing what you're doing, because you did it gradually.
Yes.
So when I say that I see you in the gym 4 times a week, that's not where you started.
No.
You did the 1 class a week with me in Portrait, and then you started the personal training. So then you do 2 sessions with me a week.
Yeah.
Is that right?
Yeah.
At the class.
Yeah.
And then you felt more comfortable. I wanted to incorporate another class. So it happened very gradually.
Yeah, it did. And it was actually you, if you remember going back to it was you that told me I was absolutely capable of doing spin class.
Yeah.
Because I think that spin class was my nemesis. I thought you had to be like, an ultra marathon runner to be able to do spin.
False.
And you don't.
No, you
And
don't.
you were like, get yourself upstairs, you're fine. And that, I would have to say, spin is one of my favourite things.
Thank you very much.
I love it.
Thank you very much. As those that don't know, Jayne occasionally spin classes. So Jayne now actually shouts at a room of other people on bikes while taking a spin class. See? Full circle.
I've never set foot in the gym.
Yeah.
To actually sit at the front shed.
Yeah.
Which is hilarious.
Because I would never want to recommend to someone that hasn't been into a gym before or hasn't done activity or exercise for a while. I would never want them to go and spend 4 nights a week in the gym. Like that to me it's a big jump.
Yeah.
Whereas you did it in such a good way. I'll not take the credit for that. But you did it in such a good way that it's become sustainable and manageable and fun.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Absolutely. Yeah. I mean, I think for me, I'm quite lucky really. The thought of walking into a gym didn't really intimidate me. I'm happy mixed gym.
Yeah, you strike me someone that takes quite a lot to intimidate, Jay.
Although you manage it.
I do.
You manage it. But I get that not everybody is as comfortable walking into an environment as I am. It's just not me, but I see some people and I actually physically see them come in and sign up. You know, when we're training, like, you've done it. Yeah. You've done it.
Yeah.
But I've got
hardest part.
100%. And like those people that have like lost their way a bit and we see them come back, it's always a big gym welcome, isn't it?
Oh, 100%. Yeah, 100%.
And I know there's the ladies only section at our gym, which we train in.
Yeah.
But and I see the appeal of that, absolutely. And there's well, mentioned here obviously, but there's the lady we know that but we know that it's always a gym.
Wow, yes,
That's perfect.
yeah,
Isn't it? Perfect.
yeah.
So I see it. I'm aware of it.
Yes. If for those of you that don't know, so Club Energy has a ladies only part. We have a separate ladies only part of the gym.
Yeah.
And we see a lot of ladies just like to go up there.
Yeah.
I'll be honest, from someone that has been in a gym environment for a long time, and that it's my gym, it's where I spend so much of my time. It is my comfort zone. It's my like safe haven. That's what I'm used to. I will go into another gym and I will still get that feeling.
Really?
That feeling of like, I don't know where I'm going, where are the toilets, like, are they staff, are they not staff? Like, how do I use this machine? Like, full honesty, like, I am qualified and trained in the art of personal training and using gym equipment. I will walk into a gym down the road and have no bloody clue what that equipment does.
Yeah.
Like, I get it. And for people that like to know what they're doing, I get how it can bring on that anxiety. Like, so I fully understand.
And the thing is, with our gym, Charlotte, it's just no difference.
I do try.
Yeah, honestly.
I try to keep them out.
It really is so friendly.
It is, and thank you, because all the guys that work there, all the members, big part of that.
Yeah.
So so wow, 5 years you've been doing it for now, and you still don't know what some of the exercises are.
No.
But we digress. Are you comfortable talking to us about maybe some of the difficulties that you've encountered and kind of how you've managed to keep going through that and how it's helped?
Yeah, I mean, I'll be honest with you, not often, but some days I just want to go home, sit on the sofa and watch telly. I really do. So I'm really quite lucky with my motivation. I don't struggle a lot, but it does happen from time to time. Or on a Monday, it's like, right, here we go back, a full week train, because I train Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and occasionally Saturday.
I know.
So it's a big commitment every week.
Yeah.
Every weeknight I come home after. Absolutely. But I always, if I'm ever feeling like that, I'm honest with you, won't I? I'll say it's taken a bit of a tip here today.
Sometimes you don't have to.
I'm like reluctantly lifting weights, but I just focus on that drive home.
Yeah.
The feeling I know I'm going to get after exercising with you, training, and also knowing and this is I think why it suits me, because I know you are getting every bit out of me that I am capable of. I never go home and think, I could have did that, or lifted a couple of weights. Look, that's hard, I went home, because that's not how we do it.
No.
And I need that. I need you to say, go over then, Jayne, and lift that until I tell you to stop.
You've come from a background of a job and a role where you've had to make a lot of decisions, tell a lot of people what to do.
Yeah.
So it's a really good headspace for you to go into somewhere and not have to think about anything. And I will say 10 more. Might make you do 11 by accident. But like, lift that, do that, sit down, rest, no, keep going. Like that decision, like you don't have to think about what you're doing, you don't have to plan what you're doing, you don't even know what bloody weights you're lifting. Doesn't make a difference to you. But that thought process has got.
Yeah. And I think that's key for me. Yeah, it's not for everybody. Some people like to do their own thing. I get that. And everybody, there's always somebody on hand to give you some advice. Like,
oh, heaven forbid I have a day off or I have another client.
Exactly. It's like, but I absolutely need that. I mean, I drive to the gym.
When you get to the gym, okay, driving.
Yeah,
just to clarify.
I can drive, but I don't know what I do with. And I might have an idea it could be upper body, but it's only my best guess.
Yeah.
But for me, that works. Like you say, I can use our time together just to focus on me and my well-being.
I was going to say, so obviously you got into the gym for physical reasons. Your body was changing because you'd hit a certain age. You'd had to change the exercise you were doing already. Would you say that it has helped hugely in the mental aspect of things?
Oh, 100%. Yeah, 100%. I really feel it. If I miss the gym, which I really do, but if I miss the gym, I feel it. Yeah. It's almost like it's muscle memory for me.
Yeah.
This is what I do. I go to work and then I go home, get clothes, I go to the gym. That is what I do. Yeah. And 100% is my mental well-being. I would say it's so entwined with physical well-being. Yeah. And is it endorphins as well?
Yeah, I think.
Like that.
Hold on.
Google it.
Did you do your research?
Yeah. Yeah, well, you can put it silly like clever things to say.
I didn't read that. I'll do that.
So it is 100%. And also as well, obviously we know each other very well. Because if you add up the amount of hours one-on-one we've spent,
It's a long bloody time.
we know all our secrets.
Yes, we do.
Don't ever fall out with me.
I know. The
Obviously.
blackmail opportunities.
But that is good, and that, you know, I can focus on just you and me and what I'm doing. And
But again, it's a journey. For lack of sounding cheesy using that word, but it took you a while to get there. You didn't bounce through the door feeling super confident in the environment and really excited to see me 4 times a week. That's not what happened.
No.
Like, it was a gradual process, and it's taken you a few years to get here. So no one, or very rarely, someone will start with that level of motivation and confidence with what they're doing.
Yeah,
It just takes the effort.
yeah.
And it takes the want to actually put that in.
And sometimes it catches me. In fact, this week, something happened this week, and it's something like
a day off.
No, I was brilliant. So it's rare, but it happened this week. You know, just like when we were doing splits, dippy splits.
Oh, good lord, what were we doing?
Well, you put one leg back and go down.
Do you mean on lunch?
Yeah.
A split squat.
Totally split squat. I believe. Just to prove how stupid I am. How much of a dud I am. Yeah. So we were doing split squats this week, and if you remember how when we first started doing it sounds simple, but you know, just some exercises you just have a bit of a thing about.
Yeah, I can have a nemesis exercise.
Yeah. And I was doing split lunges, split squats this week, and I thought, I'm really nailing this. You know, my knee was like my going and everything. And I knew I was doing it right. She went chance that.
Cracking personal training stuff. Cracking a patient.
But you know, it's just things like that just catch it. And planking.
Yeah.
I love planking now, but at first I'm like, well,
Yeah.
that's ridiculous waste.
And sometimes you just have to remind yourself, like, holy crap, I couldn't do that a year ago. Yeah, it is a process.
And I know I have no idea, but I know the difference on the weights.
I try to remind you, but then you don't listen, or it goes over your head. So then,
need to.
no, you don't. You don't care. No, just know how good you feel,
And I trust it.
Yeah, true.
And I'm fit and strong.
Yeah.
And then 2.5 years ago, when I had to have major abdominal surgery,
Yeah.
look how I bounced back.
Yeah.
So I had an operation at the end of October, and I came back to the gym New Year.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
I mean, yes, you modified it, didn't you?
Yeah.
But look how quickly I recovered from that.
And it just affects so much. Like, if you can look after your health and your fitness and your well-being, it helps so much. Because we might have health issues, we all have down days, we all have things going on. But if you can make it part of your like structured week, part of your coping mechanism, you have that to fall back on.
Yeah.
Especially with regards to obviously like we all wanted it safely, you signed off and everything. But your recovery was so quick.
It was
so quick.
It was. And let's not lose sight of the fact. I know this isn't about what it's about, but let's not lose sight of the fact, for those listening, I am over 4 stone lighter, or dress sizes down, and 25.5 inches less. That's in there as well.
You've kind of, the only thing I kind of wanted to ask you today was kind of just answered that already. How's the world of health and fitness? How has the gym changed your life?
Right, completely.
Yeah,
completely. Yeah. I because I'm quite, you can't tell, podcast at the time.
Yes, we're not at the filming stage yet.
Yes, I'm nearly top 6 foot.
Yes,
so I'm fine. You know, I'm a tall lady. And I think I see myself. Sometimes you catch sight like, look, what's this? Got muscles. And I love Harrow.
It makes me really happy. I know it's not about me. Selfishly though, it makes me really happy when I see women and men, but I typically train a lot of women in the gym, and I will try and get people to use mirrors for form, right?
Yeah.
And when I ask typically a woman to look in the mirror to watch her form, the fear that washes over her, like you just see the tension like just hit. And I'm like, no, we're looking at this. We're looking at this muscle, we're watching this, we're looking at this. And to see the difference in a woman actually looking at herself in the mirror, watching herself train, and to like what she sees, and to see the benefits, the mental health benefits, like I will not shut up about. But when a woman actually gets to see physically the positive effect that it's having on her body and the hard work that she's put into herself, like it's phenomenal. I love it. I love watching women watch themselves train. She made it on it out.
Yeah. That's a different podcast.
No, but that's a confidence thing.
Yeah, definitely.
So, because you do see women, and I've put them in front of the mirrors, and I have to apologise because they don't want to look at themselves. But then to see them get more comfortable doing that, and then to see them actually like, no, actually,
Yeah.
I don't hate seeing myself now. I actually kind of like it a little bit more. It's a big thing.
Yeah. Oh, massive.
Big
And
thing.
I mean, we all do it, don't we? We all go to the parts of ourselves or
Oh,
that we don't like. And I think that's just in our DNA what we do. But I quite like who looks back at me.
Yeah.
And do you know what I mean? And also, and the graft, because
Yeah.
I know one-on-ones, there's no time, but I give it my all.
Oh yeah.
I
I know. I think the gym knows, Jay. You're not the quietest person on the gym floor.
don't know what it is. Sometimes I try and stop.
It makes it worse. I always know if Jane's struggling because she goes deathly quiet. Like if I'm training Jane, you can't hear her, that's when you want to be concerned.
Yeah.
Don't worry about the noises. Worry about the lack of noises.
Yeah. That means I really,
Means you're a bad way.
really.
Yeah.
But I do it.
Yeah.
Because I know you don't ask me to do anything that I can't do. No. There's so much trust there.
Yeah.
And I know you know what I want from the gym and you deliver it.
Exactly. And you come in, you give 110%. Not everyone has to do that. As in, you want to come in and you want to like leave empty.
Yeah.
Some people just want to go and they want to have an escape for an hour, or they want to speak to an adult human for an hour and just get a bit of activity. Like, not everyone, I understand, wants to leave a sweaty mess.
On a good day, I'm a sweaty mess.
But I know that's what you want. So
Yeah.
that's what we do. And that's what we push you to. Could you imagine where you'd be if you're not during the gym?
No.
No.
Rather there'd be so many aspects to my life that would not be the same.
Yeah.
That I would miss. The stuff we do outside.
It's a social thing.
Still loud.
It is, and that's not just you and I.
No.
That's if you can find yourself part of a good gym, there is a social community in there as well. Even if it's just chit-chatting to someone at the same time every week and just see how well they're doing and asking how they are. There is a huge social community in a gym. So that's another reason why, for anyone feeling a bit iffy or a bit nervous about it, everyone that walked into that gym was that person at some point or the other, just a reminder. But also, you could meet those people and like people.
And if you think about it as well, I think like the chatting before the classes and what have you, be a proper birth test of marriage.
Oh gosh,
we've supported some really amazing through like ranges.
Yeah.
I know more about those ladies
Yeah.
than some of the people that I work with.
I looked in front of one of my classes. I teach something called a pound class on a Tuesday evening. If you've never done it before, just check it out. It's fantastic. It's loads of fun. But I was looking at the ladies. I've been teaching that for a long time. And those ladies in that class I get to look at and speak to and see week in, week out, like they are the longest relationship I've ever had. Like they're going to be in my life, like longer than any bloke.
Yeah.
Like, and you see them through everything.
Yeah.
Like exactly like you said, birth, death, marriages, divorces. Like you see them through everything.
Yeah.
And just to have that constant and that support, like, it's unreal.
And it is so supportive, isn't it? It really is. It's like if I'm feeling down or worried or anxious about something, I know I'll put away. Yeah, feeling better.
Yeah, you can either go in there and forget everything, or you can go in there and get it all out, vent it all out.
Yeah,
like there's the option.
Yeah.
So my last question to you, or the last thing I kind of want to ask, have you got any? I don't know why I phrased it like this. Words of wisdom. Any tips or advice? Scratch words of wisdom.
Yeah. So, well, don't be afraid. Don't be afraid. Just do it.
Bite a bullet.
Yeah, just walk in.
Yeah.
Or, go in with a mate.
Yeah.
Because I brought a few people in with me over the years. Yeah. So, and I get it. I don't necessarily experience it, but I get that some people are like, what's a big thing? So I'm like, well, come with me. I'll pick you up, them together, and saying just do it, because obviously you won't regret it. No. And you don't have to do 7 classes a week. No, you don't have to go there every night, but just give it a go. And if I can do it at 52, then anybody can.
Yeah. Start small.
Yeah.
like small, manageable, attainable goals. Start small. A lot of gyms now, if you are feeling nervous at the prospect of going into a gym that you think might be really busy, a lot of the gyms, like myself, Club Energy, 24 hours. So you can go, a lot of people like to go when it's quiet. So you could go like 9 o'clock at night. You can go like in an afternoon at a weekend or something. You haven't got to go and be around people if it's people think that you prefer not to want to be around. I would advise though, if you are new to it, I would fully advise getting yourself on an induction, just having someone show you around how to use the kit, because I think that contributes to a lot of what can be gym anxiety, and it's the not knowing what you're doing. Where am I supposed to go? Like, how do I use this? And things like that. I think if you can eliminate a little bit of that anxiety, then that will help. Just having a bit of plan. Like a plan of action.
Yeah.
Like you don't get it wrong. You have no clue what you're doing when you get into that gym, but you've got a plan for the week. You do that. You know you're doing that day with me, that with me on that day, classes on that day. Like you've got a clear routine and regime that you can stick to.
Yeah. And there's just no downside to it. There's nothing but benefits, really.
Yeah, you have to see me all the time. Oh, I knew there'd be a swear word in there. I knew we were so close. That could have been far worse. You called me worse on Monday night.
Yes.
So yeah, that's your advice.
Yeah.
Just keep it.
And also try, if you're in a position where you can look at a personal trainer, then give it a go. Because I used to, now I'm very, very proud of it, but at first, when we first started, I'm like,
That's not what makes you sound like an idiot to me.
everything else. But it's just somebody who knows what they're doing, showing somebody that doesn't know what they're doing. Do you know what I mean? There's no sort of stigma to it, or me thinking I'm great or anything. It's actually the other way around. I know I'm lost.
Yeah.
So I need you.
So what you're saying is, I make you great.
Yeah.
What I will say on the personal training front, I would love to have stopped at that point because that was cracking. But what I will say on the personal training front is, we mentioned it earlier, it's very personal. Like I see people, and vice versa, like very vulnerable states.
Yeah.
And there's a big part, like trust.
Yeah.
There's that huge element of trust involved in that relationship. You'd not spoken to anybody with personal trainers before me, had you? Wow, you struck dead lucky. But what I would advise is, like, not everyone will get on with me. Like, I might not be able to, I'm not everyone's cup of tea. But you might have met another person that wasn't your cup of tea.
Yeah.
Like, a good personal trainer will have a conversation with you, like a discussion with you, a consultation, and just get to feel if you think you're going to be able to get on with that person. Because if you're spending 1 hour with that person, an hour, even if you're not exercising, an hour can feel like a long time. So try and find someone and chat with someone that is on your level.
Yeah. I tell you what I've noticed as well about you, Charlotte, is that this is killing me. Is that you absolutely tailor your personal training approach to your client.
Oh yeah.
So there are some people that if you spoke to the way you spoke to me, cry. Yeah. But I need that.
Yeah.
And I'm like, well, I don't want to do that. And you're like, well, get on with it.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? So I think that's the key to successful personal training, is understand what your client needs and the approach.
If you are going to, and this is to all the people out there listening, if you are going to give up your time, because that's a rarity these days. If you're going to give up your time and your money to someone, make sure that someone is not going to waste your time or your money. Like, make sure they're going to give you what you want. Like, don't just go through the motions. Don't just do it because it's something you do every week and it's part of your diary. Like, go and make sure it is for you and it's tailored towards your goals and your needs and your wants. Don't get me wrong, some sessions you'll go in and you'll feel terrible and you'll have no energy. And that's when I might tailor it to you and be like, oh, don't worry, here, something's better than nothing. But then the next time you cater it to, we're back in action. Please just make sure that if you're going to go down the PT route, even if you do it for the first month or so while you get yourself used to the gym environment and used to exercise, just make sure it's someone that, you trust.
Yeah.
You've got to trust them.
Yeah.
You've got to trust them. And there are a lot of great ones out there. So as long as you can trust that person.
Can I get a great one?
No, it's too late. That ship's sailed. Sorry.
So
So yeah, thank you for coming. Have you got any questions for me? Is there anything you want to say? Don't make me regret asking that.
Well, okay then.
Oh,
So what's your favourite type of, take away from me and you, what's your favourite type of client?
whoa.
Or what's your worst?
Oh, I can't say that.
Is it somebody, like, if somebody doesn't do what you say or doesn't listen? Or that?
That's you.
Yeah. The manuals.
No, do you know what it is? I think my favorite. Oh no, I can't, because I just enjoy seeing people. Oh, it's so cheesy. I enjoy seeing people progress.
Yeah.
Like, I'll tell you what it is. I enjoy it when people come to see me when they've got no confidence, or it's all new to them, or they've tried before and failed before. And just when you see something click, and you're like, oh, I don't have to do that, but I can do this, and I enjoy this, and so I can keep doing this, and I'm happy this is working. Like, yes, personal training in the gym has to be personal to you, but I think actually, like, activity and exercise is a very personal thing in itself.
Yeah.
So what works for me might not work for you. What worked for another client of mine might not work. Like, you've got to find a structure or something or activity that fits, which is why I like to do classes, which is why people come see me. Like, my training, I like to put my headphones on and not talk to anyone 4 times a week and do some weights. But then I also want to do a spin class and have all that energy in the room and have that interaction with people. Like, those things keep me sane. Some people want to go to yoga and Pilates and just feel fully zen, like fully get that as well.
I think as well, I think it's because you do it so regularly, because it takes time. It's not a quick fix, is it? It's an overnight. I think sometimes you are able to sort of say to somebody, you couldn't do that. Or do you know what I mean? You can highlight the progress, which you might not see in yourself.
And what I will say is, when people come to me and say, I don't like the gym, I don't like exercise, I can't stick with it, etc., 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 very, very, very typical thing for me to hear. I just think we've not found the right thing that works for you.
Yeah.
I think we have to try and figure out a plan as to what's going to make it fun and interesting and keep you a bit more motivated. But I will say as well that there's this massive illusion that everyone is always really motivated that goes to the gym. No, bullshit. No. I did that.
That's what
Again, it could be worse. But it's true. It's absolute crap. Like, no, I'm not always motivated. No, I will set my alarm and go in for 5:30 in the morning to go and train for clients, because I know how not great I feel if I don't exercise. And you have to chalk out that time for yourself. You have to. I have to anyway, because I know how much exercise makes me feel better, physically, mentally, emotionally. Like, I know that if I don't exercise, I don't want to face any consequences. And I think if you can get over the fact that it's going to be a bit uncomfortable, it's going to be an adjustment, and you're never always going to be motivated, you're just going to have to bloody deal with it. Like, exercise is about being a little bit comfortable. Like, you have got to push yourself out of your comfort zone. That's with your sessions all the time. That's with your time all like that. Like, you're going to have to get used to that. But I think that's why it's a really good thing to do, because you can then take that mindset into everyday life.
Definitely. It does feel like some days you're actually.
Right. I think unless you want to say one more nice thing about me.
No, just
all right, okay. I'll try. Thank you for joining me on my first podcast. I have a sneaky suspicion Jayne will probably be back, unless you will send me complaints and would request her not to be. If anyone does have any questions or topics you'd maybe like to delve into a little bit more, any follow-up questions, I will be back. I have other podcasts planned with some other fantastic guests. But yeah, please get in touch if you have any more questions, or you would actually like to request Jayne makes a return to the podcast. Just let me know. Thank you for listening to me, and have a fabulous day. Thank you, Jayne. Well done. You behaved.